Hey y'all, we back. Now close that screen door and start letting all them flies up in here. Yeah, y'all, we back and we're gonna talk about Jay-Z and his anonymous victim and as well as Tony Buzbee. Now, I just want to put this out there. Y'all probably know it, but if you know it, that's cool. But if you don't, it's cool too. Now look, y'all, living back in the times when we was young, so don't play with me. Beyonce was 16 years old and Jay-Z was 28. And y'all already, if we was dating, y'all already know what that calls, right? But I know a lot of y'all gonna say, my boyfriend was 28 and I was 16, 15. That's not the point, y'all. It's what the law called it at that time when you're 16 and they're 28. So don't play with me. The law, y'all. Not your law, but the law. Okay? She was too young, and the mom and the dad know this. Dad so busy dating young girls himself. Apple don't fall too far from the tree. Well, in Diddy's case, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So it doesn't matter how old Beyonce was when she met Jay-Z. Doesn't make any difference. If young girls was invited to Diddy's party, what's going on here?
Respecting him. What's that? Is he perfect? Absolutely not. But he has a lot of the qualities. No, he has a lot of the qualities that I love, and we're having a really good time, and I'm enjoying life. So there is hope, women. Richard spent.
All right, y'all. This is Beyonce dad, okay? So there's a lot going on where he had a he had a baby by a younger woman. So is it that young play in everything in Hollywood? Being young and being older play a role in Hollywood? We getting somewhere. Beyonce talk about the hardest decision that she had to make, letting her dad go at an interview with Oprah.
Definitely, someone you love, someone that's giving you life, someone that's done such a fantastic job. It's hard, but and I had to just tell myself at some point you have to be the adult that your father has raised you to be and prepared you to be.
Now, Beyonce dad been a father, been a manager for a long time. And he knew about the music industry, because he was a producer. And then he ended up having a baby by a younger girl, too. So do Beyonce know better? Is she looking at the disease that been passed around through the generation with the relationship when it come down to Jay-Z and what he been alleged of doing to a 13-year-old girl at that time. We'll get to it. Jay-Z messed with all these young girls, just like Pitty do. Pitty does, allegedly. But don't even claim his own son. And his son took a paternity test also. We're going to talk about it.
And it just really dawned on me. It's the man that my mom was underage when she consumed me. And anyone who would have been older didn't be doing so much and running. And it just really dawned on me. It's the man that my mom was underage when she consumed me.
Now, y'all, did this ever appear that this was his alleged son? Because he did take a paternity test. Because his mama was young at the time when she was messing around with Jay-Z. Y'all know what time that is. Now, this is Ramir and his mom. They probably look just like Jay-Z to me. And all this began, y'all, when Wanda came forward with a claim.
Had sex with Hova in the night.
That she, had an intercourse with Jay-Z. You know how that is. They probably wasn't planning on having a baby, but when you don't use protection, that's what happened. This happened back in the 90s, y'all, when she was going through a rough patch. All the girls seemed like they was going through something that hung around with them guys. And by the way, at this time when Jay-Z allegedly when she got pregnant by Jay-Z, they was high school sweethearts, okay? And this been going on for those 40 and over. Y'all know how long this been going on. And they've been battling in court at least about since 2012. And she was like disrespected. Now, right here, what you see, this is some court papers. Text papers and everything. Legal team where they had claimed at the time of the lawsuit. Now, I wonder, how do you mess around like that, with younger girls, and then when they get pregnant by you, then you don't claim them? That's not fair. Now, Jay-Z did not know her as Wanda. She claims, stating in the affidavit, that she went by the aliases Carmen and Precious. That's what we did back in the day, use our nickname. In 1992, when she says her meeting with Jay-Z took place, Wanda was only 16 and in high school, and Jay-Z, who was born and raised in Brooklyn, was 22. There he go again. How that happen? Beyonce, so this happened around the same time Beyonce. Because Beyonce was 16, he was 22, so he was liking both of them. Gone, boy. All right, y'all. Now, you remember that the young girl, the 18-year-old, that was Jay-Z accuser, right? Now, y'all know Mr. Buzbee had to be sitting there when his client was in that interview. He had to be somewhere around. But it's amazed me that an autistic young lady with 13 years old in a situation like this. I just don't like that, because kids with disability, I love them. And I cherish the utmost respect toward them. Now, this is what Mr. Buzbee said. regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my clients. Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonymous, what he fails to say in his recent statement. Yes, my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim ever demand a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. What do you mean by a confidential mediation? Why would he want to sit down and mediate with them? No, she wanted to sue him. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully. Oh, don't say that. I don't believe he tried to bully you. I gonna flip that. You put a lawsuit on him, and he trying to defend himself to he trying to be a bully. No, don't do that. You started this, okay? His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is in the board end, and I'm very proud of her resolve. You you shouldn't even did that. So in other words, you putting since he's suing you, since Jay-Z is suing you, you is putting everything on Jay-Z, but you the one filed and sent his attorney this note, a letter email. And then now you flip the script with Jay-Z. In a situation like this, y'all, when you have a client with a disability, that's be that she got nothing wrong with her senses. That with her disability, especially when she was younger at the time, a lot of memories she might not gonna remember. But it all depends on how severe her autism was. Now, some could have happened, some couldn't happen. But something happened. And she's going to get confused like this, y'all. But my thing is this. Why is the attorney, he's sitting right in the room with her, letting her talk, and know how the judge going to feel about this, know the judge going to have more senses over the young lady allegations. The thing is that why did the attorney let this young lady talk? And it was 13 years ago. And the daddy don't recall anything. So at the time, how young was the dad when this happened? And I'm not going to put nothing past Jay-Z, because Jay-Z was like young women back in the days. You can't tell when somebody have autism. You can tell some people, but not this, people who isn't severely autistic, because they look normal. But if you think about that, I think it was an MTV award or some kind of award show, when that little 13-year-old little girl got on the stage and said something about Sir Rocks. What? I like, what? Let me see, can I find it? Then P. Diddy got a man that spoke out. He older now. Now he's speaking out. I think they need to put a limitation to the age to the cases. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of people out here need money now, and they need to pay their bills. So I think the law need to change and limitate some stuff. Now, here go the guy, y'all. This is the guy right here now.
That experience like?
At first, he was incredibly friendly.
So you.
First drink started to have some effect on me, and I just thought, wow, these are really strong drinks. It wasn't until the second drink, and it was already too late, that I realized that there was something wrong with the drinks. Sadly, Sean Combs was waiting in the wings. He was watching from some sort of vantage point, and one time he was incredibly friendly, very gracious.
So you had a friendly chat, and then, according to your lawsuit, at some point later in the night, Sean Combs himself offered you a drink. This didn't come from staff or someone holding a tray of drinks. It came from him directly.
Correct. The first drink started to have some effect on me, and I just thought, wow, these are really strong drinks. It wasn't until the second drink, and it was already too late, that I realized that there was something wrong with the drinks. Sadly, Sean Combs was waiting in the wings. He was watching from some sort of vantage point, and once I was in a helpless position, and he was sure that he was in a position of power, then he took advantage of the situation.
You allege that you were forcibly pushed into an SUV by Sean Combs. That act alone, according to your lawsuit, left you in considerable pain. And then once inside the vehicle, your lawsuit says plaintiff was held down by Combs, who overpowered him while he struggled to escape due to the effects of the drugs in his system. And it goes on to say that he sodomized you.
I was screaming. I was telling him to stop. It was incredibly painful. And he was acting like it was nothing. And he seemed to be disconnected from it. It was abusive beyond belief.
All right, y'all. That accuser that y'all heard was the security back in the days. One of the security speaking out at that time. So he trying to sue Diddy. Now let's go back to Jay-Z accuser and being inconsistencies. Realize I can't understand why Tony, he was sitting in that room. When she's in there talking, he got to be somewhere. If he wasn't somewhere, how in the world did they take that interview? The interviews, how they be set up days before y'all get to it. How did they talk to her without her attorney? Did they ask for her attorney to be around? And Tony kind of quiet now, y'all. Since she spoke out, Tony kind of quiet. Now, it like quote, his daughter explained that he was in no state to remember during that point in time due to personal issues he was having. So the father and the daughter were having personal issues because the story that she told was inconsistent with. Because she said her dad came to pick her up. Y'all heard her. And then I said it from the beginning, how did she get out that house running up the street like that to a gas station? That didn't even sound right. Let's say, Mr. Buzbee, regardless if y'all talking about a time frame, you the attorney, it's your job to figure this out. You know it was 20 years ago. That's why I said the law need to change, because if something like this happened 20 years ago, they shouldn't have an opportunity to come up and try to sue no one. I'm not on nobody's side. I'm just on the true side. Because I want people to have a fair trial and a fair civil suit, because people are suing people for nothing these days. Now, there's something behind him, Tony, to make him take her case because she had another lawyer at first. And y'all got to realize that you got a lot of attorneys out there greedy over money as well. Okay. First of all, I got a problem with a 13-year-old in a situation like this. Okay, y'all. Found an article that said that the early days of their relationship have come upon under renewed scrutiny after the rapper 55 was hit with a lawsuit. They talking about Jay-Z, y'all. That claims he's SA, a 13-year-old, on September of 2000. Now, after MTV Video Award, okay? Now, just this particular case, I think he's allegedly being blackmailed. But something happened, okay? Week after the alleged incident, Jay-Z, then 30 at the time, was pictured publicly with a 19-year-old Beyonce. He been after Beyonce since she was 16. I'm seeing lady. They've been dating since then. You know what, y'all? I wouldn't doubt if now Jay-Z ain't gonna get out of this. He ain't gonna get away with this. Jay-Z is not gonna get out of it. Jay-Z is part of the problem. Him and his partner, they ran the world for a long time. They ran this world for a long time. I don't even believe he really was interested in Beyonce. I really don't. I believe he really kind of like they said, the agenda was for him in Aaliyah. I can see him in Aaliyah, but I don't think he really want to be with Beyonce. But now he claim he love her. Of course he do. He old now. Yeah, you know when they was on the red carpet, when their daughter was getting their award, they were acting weird. And y'all know now, they lying, because you know one time, Beyonce was lying about her age. She said she was 34, but really she was like 36. That's what her dad said. Now, Beyonce and Jay-Z are widely reported to have first met somewhere between 1999 and 2000, when she was 18 and he was 30. He wasn't going to let her go, was he? And when the pair began being friends for around a year and a half before sparkling up a romance when she was 19, he was going to get Beyonce. Hey, y'all, we're going to take it out like this. I'm going to be back on here, y'all. I'm off today and tomorrow, so I'm going to be on here a lot. So we're going to talk, and I want y'all to share y'all thoughts, okay? It's then listening to me.
Tonight, Jay-Z fighting
Make
back
sure you like,
against
share,
rape
and subscribe.
His attorney filing a letter to the judge to dismiss the rape lawsuit against his client, citing an NBC News exclusive that found inconsistencies with the accuser's story.
You should always advocate for yourself.
It comes after our interview with a 38-year-old mother from Alabama who accuses Sean Diddy Combs and Sean Jay-Z Carter of raping her when she was 13 years old. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward? Because I think that I've been quiet long enough.
She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000. The woman says she spoke to Combs' limo driver, who offered her a ride to an after party. She says at the party she spoke to musician Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo. It's the Last Supper.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative for the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs.
And you see how her story just sounds consistent. I mean, it's just like she's telling a storyline. She's just talking, y'all. I mean, come on, let's keep it real. Okay, I even hate they had that interview with her like that, but I don't know if I believe her attorney was there. Somebody was there with her. They ain't just do no interview like that, y'all, without her attorney. Madden wasn't even there. It was confirmed that Madden was even there. That he didn't attend the 2000. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
They were on tour in the Midwest at that time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter both raped her. She says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up.
We rode home in silence. She didn't ask me what happened.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. I feel like I would remember that, and I don't, he said. When we asked...
And you heard what the father said. He think he should remember that. But he don't remember that. He telling the truth. Stop taking up.
Asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday. She said she stands by her statements. I have made some mistakes, she said, in remembering what happened 24 years ago. Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me. In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter said, this incident didn't happen. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not...
And you know, and I'm not on Jay-Z's side, y'all. He's gonna be in the RICO, okay? We already know that. But just be honest, y'all. We want the truth. We don't want lies. We don't want no make-up story. We want the truth. When we take people down over here on this channel, we take them down for telling the truth. Okay?
For victory. A representative for Combs called the suit a shameless money grab.
Coming out against such powerful people. I'm scared of what could happen